that out the way. Okay, so what did you say?
Do you think I can do this in Europe?
Man, how many times I done told you to listen to Too Short? How many times? See, you don't even remember. Can't even answer. Too many times. It's this song called Soul International, and I think it's him and Beeler or something like that. And Beeler said something like Korean, Asian, European, or something like that. They all get down. And when you mean they all get down is, yeah, you can do it anywhere. You know why? Because regardless of what the media says, women gonna like who they want to like, and the media is not going to be there to tell them
Women
otherwise.
don't like who they want to like.
They're gonna like who they want to like, regardless. I mean, that's like, you know, I get these comments talking about how Asian people, or I guess they say Asian people don't like black people, but I guess they mean Asian women don't like black men and stuff like that, you know. But the whole, you know, I think I should have went down that other road. And it says how Asian, I guess they're trying to say Asian women don't like black men, or whoever don't like black men. But, I mean, like, what happened last night at that club? We were sitting there against the wall, and what did I say? I said, I like standing against this wall because I just asked the girls, can I have a hug? Can I get a bunch of hugs? You know? And that one girl with the white shirt, kind of short, kind of thick. Not thick, but, you know. She was bigger than everyone else, but she wasn't fat thick, you know. And what did she do?
Me? Oh, she started real dancing.
Yeah. You know, she just came over and stood in front of me and she gave a hug, got a hug, and she grabbed me and pulled me all close up in her and started moving her hips and stuff. And then she stopped, moved over to Martin. I said, Martin, ask for a hug. And she grabbed him and was banging Paul Martin up against the wall. His head was flying all over the place, and legs was all over the place. I was like, damn, she gonna kill him. You guys should have saw. I tried to get the video, but it was just too dark, and I didn't have time to. It happened like, what, 5 seconds? So I wouldn't have had time to get the video thing going. Wait, where's that stupid quintet? To the mic. Right here, this is where we gotta go. So where's my car? Oh man, way on the other side. Okay. And but that was funny. But what was your point anyway?
My point?
Alright, what did you say that maybe? I'm always losing my changing the subject.
You was talking, I wasn't talking.
Yeah, I was talking about something.
The girl who was, you know, put her legs all over me and all that stuff.
Yeah, but why did I say that?
Because it was about what we were talking about, you know, whole thing about just asking women for a hug and all that stuff. Ask women for a hug.
Yeah, before that.
Confidence.
No, after that. Oh well.
Asian women, black men.
Ah, yeah, that's right. So anyway, the song was like, Korean, Asian, European, they all get down. Man, women, man, I'm telling you. Nowadays, it's just too many guys that's just acting like they just scared of women, or they don't know how to talk to women. Or, you know, some guys that just don't want to talk to them, which is cool. You know, everybody got their own choices and whatever, you know, and that's all cool. But I'm talking about like these guys that do want to talk to women, but they too scared to talk to a woman because because they think the women are probably swinging harder than the guys or whatever, you know. And you go to Europe, from my European friends, you know, the people I met in Caribbean, Thailand and stuff, you know, they telling you they like the women out there, man. You go out there and they say you're gonna have fun. They said nothing like America, you know, the white girls and Europe and stuff, you know, and it's a trip because out there,
In Caribbean.
Yeah, you know, everybody just get out there and get loose, get away from their parents and their stupid friends, and get out there and get banged on and get banged and whatever, and yeah, man, it's a trip. I mean, cause like one time I was in this club in Nagoya called Lush, but it's Rush, but Lush is something. and seen this one Asian girl, walked over, talked to her, and what's your name? La, 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 la. Where you from? From Thailand. What are you doing here? Student? No, I'm an airline stewardess. I'm like, wow, she was fine too, man. And I said, well, let's dance. She said, no, because, I'm like, why? She's like, oh, I just don't want to. All the guys, they're just harassing me and da-da-da-da. I'm like, all right. So I just went and sat down, and she went outside, and I waited like 5 minutes. So I went outside and talked to her again, and I said, why are you outside? She's like, oh, I'm just come out here to relax. I said, you just go in, and, where your friends? I'm by myself. I said, well, just go on the dance floor and dance by yourself and enjoy yourself, And she's like, okay. But I'm going to go eat, and when I come back, and you're still here, we can dance and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, man, here we go. Women doing that crazy stuff. So I said, okay, well, I got to go home. So I'm going to go home and do something. I'm going to come back, and if you're still here, we can dance. She's like, all right. And, of course, I went home and went back like a fool, I got my hopes all up, went back like a fool, and walked in the club, and she was there, and we started dancing, and all of a sudden, she was like, I want to go to Kinko's, do something. I'm like, all right, it's like 6 in the morning. So I took her to Kinko's and fell asleep in the car. She must have been there for about an hour, because when she came back, it was like 7 in the morning, the sun was all coming up, and then she said, okay, I'm going to go to my hotel. And she's staying at the Nagoya International Hotel on, I think, I want to say Hirokoji Dori, but I'm not sure if it's on that street or it's on Nishiki Dori or something like that. And she said, well, I'm going to go up in my hotel, but you can't come up with me. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever, And then I got to front of the hotel, and she said, well, if you want to come up, I'm in rooms such and such and such, and the door will be open. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I went up there, and the door was open, and I got in the other bed because I was tired, and she was in. She said, we can't sleep together, I'm like, all right, fine, So I'm like, cool, I'll just savor the time to be in a same room. So at least I'll sleep in the same room with this fine Thai stewardess and stuff.
It was a 2-bedroom?
No, it was a 1-bedroom, but it was big. I mean, it was one room. It was huge, but it had like 2 beds, like 2 double beds or something in it. So, I just laid down, I was about to fall asleep, and she said, you can come over here and sleep in the same bed with me, but, don't touch me. I was rolling.
Does that mean?
I was like, okay, fine, so I jumped in the bed with her, and she was shaking against the wall, so I kind of made space between us, and next thing her feet started rubbing on my feet, and then started rubbing up against my leg with her feet, and this and that. I'm like, oh man. So I put my arm around her, and she just turned over and bam, bam, bam. Next thing you know, man, I mean, you got, I want to tell y'all exactly what happened, but let's say it was a little noisy and stuff, noisy and stuff, and I was surprised, nobody didn't come up, and so, I just stayed, went to sleep, and I think, what happened? When we woke up, I left. And I think she had my number. I gave her my number. And she called me. Yeah, I was surprised. So we was talking and stuff. And I was like, wow, do you always do that? Make so much noise and stuff. She's like, I don't know. It's just different. And da-da-da-da. And she said, my friends, they heard me and they was laughing, at me and stuff. I was like, wow, it was a trip, dog. But yeah, like I said, you never know, Because no guy, they can say whatever they want, but they don't know how a woman feels, They don't know when a woman want to get busy or do what they want to do, Some women, you just say hi to them, and that'll just make their day, and you never know. One day you might walk down the street, she come up, give you a nice shirt or a tie, and you might like, why? She said, oh, this is just for being nice and saying hi to me. Stuff like that does happen.
Yeah, but then I was also just under the impression that, women who know they're beautiful, who know they look good, guys say hi to them all the time, guys try to talk to them all the time, so like they have their peck. So if they don't like you, they could have the luxury of just ignoring and treating like you're like a piece of shit or whatever.
Well, they had an opportunity, but like I said, when a woman says no,